They are championship contenders with MVP contenders. LeBron James and the Heat take their talents to Chicago for a Thursday night showdown with Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls, the opener of our TNT Double Dip. Time for TNT NBA Tip-Off, presented by Autotrader.com, a one-hour pregame show on the day of the trade deadline.
Ainge did, though, is he opened up roster spots in case there's any buyouts and stuff like that.
There's going to be some buyouts.
Yeah.
There you see LeBron James, part of the Big Three in Miami, and of course Boston started that with the Big Three with Garnett and Allen and Pierce, and then, so the question as you see this happen and you see Melo posturing to go to the Eastern Conference and winding up in New York with Amari, and people saying, now who are they going to get a third?
I love it. You know, the Eastern Conference is getting very competitive. You know, we play this game because we're competitors. And, you know, what New York has done, you know, we're bringing Melo, you know, quote unquote, back home. It's great for the game of basketball. It's great for the city of New York. And as a friend, I'm happy for Melo. You know, I'm sure he's happy. I'm sure his family happy. But, you know, they're building for the future. So for a long time to come, you know, that's going to be a rival for us. And we look forward to that.
Rain and snow in the forecast for Chicago as another sellout files into the United Center. The NBA on TNT is presented by the United States Marine Corps. The Miami Heat are number 2 in the East, fighting back at Boston, and the Chicago Bulls in number 3 position so far. The home stretch in the NBA season with Reggie Miller, Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. What's at the top of your mind, top of your list tonight when you take a look at this game?
Well, can the size of Chicago with Noah and Boozer really contain the speed on the perimeter with Wade, LeBron, and Chris Bosh? Very interesting to see.
Yeah, two great teams, two teams that play a lot of defense, as we talked about before, as we now take a look at the starting lineups. Great matchups back and forth, but one has caught your eye.
Really, the small forward matchup. If you're Luol Deng, you've got to put pressure on LeBron James. Not only defensively, that's a tall task, but offensively. You got to make him work at the defensive end, coming off screens and keeping him honest defensively.
Noah had returned after missing 30 games. As you take a look at LeBron James, who comes into tonight, but Joakim Noah has not played that many games with Boozer and with Rose. In fact, only 10 all season long. You take a look at Derrick Rose, who's been just spectacular. So they're like the Big Three in Miami, how they had to kind of get used to playing with one another. This is kind of the situation Chicago finds themselves in. They had to incorporate Boozer, who had missed 15 early season games, and now Noah, who's missed 30 and played last night in Toronto.
Well, it was interesting speaking with Coach Tom Thibodeau about last night's loss, and he really couldn't put one finger on it, especially defensively. He's like, look, I don't know if we had the post-All-Star blues, but defensively, we weren't as sharp as we normally are. If you're Noah and you're getting incorporated back into this system, it really doesn't matter because they don't run a high volume of plays for Noah. But he's kept himself in shape because it was a thumb injury, so there was nothing wrong with his leg. So he could still get out here and keep his conditioning up with his teammates.
Last night, Noah had 7 points and 16 rebounds, and you can see the Heat on the road. A very good 3rd overall record away from Miami, where there's not a great home court advantage, although the record is terrific. And the Bulls have the 2nd best home record in the NBA.
Well, they have the advantage.
Eastern time. Tonight, Miami Heat and Chicago Bulls. D. Rose, LeBron James. And here is your early LeBron.
Get back on D.
Yeah.
Oh, it's too late.
Beware of runaway car, because they will go out and run on you. Yeah, train, excuse me.
LeBron had 16 in the first half. So did his running mate, D. Wade.
Ooh. Nice move over the top of the big fella coming over to help.
Carlos Boozer being played by Chris Bosh. Watch the elbow.
Oh, he hit him.
Down goes Bosh.
Let's see, did he really hit him? Oh, delayed reaction.
Come on, Chris.
Miami up 9 at the half.
Come on, Chris.
Bulls were down 10 and then went on a 20-6 run to end the 3rd quarter. D Rose.
Man. Wow. Man, stop that.
Like Kenny said earlier, he can get in the paint at any time he wants.
That's Kanye.
Oh, yes, it was.
Yes, it was. 71-67 after 3. After a 13-0 Miami run, here comes Chicago again.
Good man. This man has too much power. Oh, that's a Kanye song.
That's Chris Bosh. That's got to go down, doesn't it?
Nope. Oh, no. He's acting
Thought
like
for
a
sure
gold
he'd
digger.
make that.
1 for 18 on the night.
He was struggling.
D Rose.
Struggling like a gold digger.
Clutch jump.
That's Kanye.
That was a big shot right there, I tell you what. They needed that one. They caused Boston to call timeout.
Tell you what, this was a playoff. Ooh, nice move, Bron. Tell you what, this was a playoff level intensity night.
And 1 ties the game at 89.
Come on. Give me that. Oh, don't leave him open. But you had to help. You had to help because it was faked.
Luol Deng makes
Right
it 92,
between the eyes.
92 to 89.
All right, Kevin Harlan.
All right, tell me about LeBron's shot
I'm
there.
on fire. Eric Spoelstra, if he ever draw that play up.
He did not draw that up. The players didn't do what the coach wanted. That was the players.
That wasn't your fault, Bron.
It was your fault, Bron.
Eric Spoelstra's fault.
He could not have driven.
He drew that up.
He
said,
did
"Go."
not draw that up. No one would draw that up.
Hey, Chuck. Tastes like chicken? 93-89 is the final. Bulls have won 8 straight at home. Here's a number for you. The Heat in games decided by 4 points or less. 3-8. The Bulls 7-4 in games decided by.
Ernie, first of all,
4
somebody
points or
told you that. You don't know all that stuff. Stop acting
Sure I
like
do.
you're smart.
It's all in preparation,
all
dude.
that in
It's
his
all in
head.
preparation, dude.
Ernie's got
all that
a
in.
Georgia degree, and that means something.
Thank you very,
That'll
thank
get you a job right over at the
very
Circle
much,
K.
Mr. McKay.
Georgia degree. That means he can shed some corn.